Hello. So about a few days ago, I was casually watching some of Blame It on Jorge's videos and went to his channel to see if he uploaded anything new. I decided to check the community tab and notice he made a post about a recently uncovered film simply known as Design 2084. This intrigued me, as it was sort of a role reversal of how lost media works, as the full film was available online, but no information can be found about it, including why it was cancelled. The little bit of information that was already online states that the film was directed by Mark Tosti in 1983, with Gary Wagner, who worked on Jaws 3D as a visual effects photographer, serving as the director of photography. And that was really about it. So curiosity struck me, and I decided to start my own investigation, beginning with a comment that was left by the user Dbagger, who claimed that rather than the film itself, the screenplay was registered at the Library of Congress's Film and Television Archives. The comment itself felt majorly sus considering that this was an unreleased film, so I decided to call the Congress just to confirm if they did have the screenplay in their archives. They did. Since 1983. Afterwards, I decided to get in contact with the original uploader himself, Josh Hadley. I sent him a list of questions in which he replied to about 2 hours later, explaining how he got the film from a video collector who shall remain nameless, who had it since 2013 from a person in Germany. Neither Josh or the video collector knows how they got it. After about a week, and with permission, Josh uploads the entire film on YouTube. After going back and forth with Josh via email, I decided to search for who put the screenplay in the archives, in which I found two names. Mark Tosti, the director, and another person named Daniel Oren. I managed to get in contact with Daniel and spoke with him about the film's production history and why it was never released. At last, the pieces were coming together, but I still needed more information from Mark himself, as Daniel was only at the studio for a few days. Contacting Mark proved to be a bit of a challenge, but with a little help from Daniel, I finally got to talk with him about the film, in which he would clear up some details and share new bits of information. After gathering all the information I could, I am proud to present the official timeline of Design 2084. Inspired by classic Orwellian stories such as 1984 and Animal Farm, Mark and Daniel, who were both lawyers at the time, joined forces and wrote the screenplay for Design 2084 in early 1983, which would then be registered at the Library of Congress for copyright reasons. Production began sometime in a year with a budget of approximately $35,000. Around $27,000 went into film stock and paying the performers, leaving only $8,000 for costumes and sets, all of which had to be toned down from the original script. Because of the budget issues, most of the film's scenes had only 1 or 2 takes, while key scenes that made up 20% of the film had only around 4 or 5. After a tough and stressful production, the film was actually finished, with a sax band from the US Army providing the musical score, and there was even subtitles that helped move the story forward. The film was then sent to many studios, such as Warner Brothers and 20th Century Fox, in the hopes that they would buy it and distribute it in theaters. Unfortunately, every studio they went to were not impressed and refused to buy the film. The film remained unreleased for over 30 years until a rough cut came under circulation via a German video collector in 2013. Josh is then given the tape in late July of this year, and was so interested about the film's mysterious production history that he, with permission, uploaded the entire film on YouTube after having the tape for about a week. And that's the history of Design 2084. As for Mark and Daniel, they've both retired as lawyers and have continued with creative projects ever since, with Daniel mostly writing while Mark is more focused on visual arts, and both of them are still friends to this day. I cannot stress this enough, please do not contact them about the film. If you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer them in the comment section. And if you're curious about Design 2084, I highly recommend you watch the rough cut that's available online. It's a very interesting film that explores the themes of censorship, discovery, revolt, and psychological warfare, with a sci-fi twist. It's a shame it never got released. Could have been something real special. Thank you.